Hello, it's me again. I've got two new classmates to introduce you to. So say hello to Bev. Bev, is that a sea salt top? Because I think I've got one very similar. Love sea salt and phase 8. Can't go wrong, gentlemen, with sea salt and phase 8. And Sharon, I've saved you the cost of a stamp and found that one out. It's from a few years ago. So there you are, now in my class, so you'll go up on the wall later. And I'll share one more thing with you. I've just been given this. You see that? Julie's homemade wine by one of my neighbours. So if you don't see me for the rest of the week, you know it got messy. So I'll save that for later. So I thought we'd do a sitting stretch class today, so sitting on the floor. Some of the exercises could be done on a chair or watching TV, so you can take what you want from this exercise and do it elsewhere. So you will need your pad and your cushion, a small towel or a scarf, and the ever reliable Mary Berry if needed. And if you're on your own or don't want anybody else to watch you doing your Pilates, you could have a mirror. There you go. I'll show you how professional my setup is from the other way. Okay. So, for this group of exercises, I need to see you sitting up properly. So, when you sit on the floor with your legs out straight or with your legs crossed, or even with your legs bent, we should see a neutral spine, so the natural curve of your spine. If you've got tight hip flexors, they tend to pull you into a rounded shape, so you don't get that straightness and your shoulders are slightly back over your hips and they should be over the top. So check in the mirror to see if you're sitting up tall or get somebody to check you. If you need to switch off those tight hip flexors, and you should know by now if you do, take the cushion or Mary Berry to give you a rise. I'm placing it underneath your bottom, and there, with the hip flexors switched off, you should be able to sit up taller. Remember, if you're sitting on the pad or the cushion, the book, don't lock out your knees. Keep your knees soft, always just gently off the block. Okay, so if you want to hit the pause button, I'll get rid of the mirror and I'll join you in a little bit, sitting on the floor, comfortably. So, sitting up tall, however you are comfortable. So it can be cross-legged, legs long, or legs bent. I prefer legs crossed. So sitting up tall. Take a breath in and out. And take a breath in, wide and full. And breathing out, the ribs come down and together. And take a breath in and out. And take a breath in and out. The ribs come down and together. Now slide the shoulders up to your ears. And slide them away. Don't let them drop, Chris. And slide them up. And slide them down. And slide them up. And slide them away. And slide them up. And slide them down. Take the hands behind the head. And then just squeeze your shoulder blades together by taking those elbows back. So you're stretching across the front of the chest. And release. Squeeze those elbows back. And release. Keep sitting up tall. I don't want to see you slouching. Just squeeze those elbows back. And release. And squeeze those elbows back. And release down. Turn your head to the right. Keep your chin parallel over your shoulder. So I don't want it to drop. I want you to look straight over the top of your shoulder without letting your shoulders rise, come back to centre. And then turn the head to the left and back to centre. And turn the head to the right and back. And to the left and back. And to the right and back. Left and back. Just one more. Good one while you're lying down, this one as well. Make sure that you're keeping your head upright. Take the arms forward, interlace the fingers and turn the palms away. Just dip the chin and reach the arms forward. And release. Dip the chin and reach the arms forward. And release. And dip the chin and reach the arms forward. And release. And dip the chin and reach the arms forward. And release. Now, take the arms up. Won't miss out on doing this one. Reach up. Oh, feel that stretch between that midriff. And release. Feel it through your spine as well. It's lovely. Reaching up. And release. And reach up. And release. And reach up. And release. Bring the arms down by your side. Now you can remain looking at the camera, but I'm going to turn to the side so you can see. You're going to interlace your fingers behind your back, sitting up tall. Just lift those hands up and release. And lift those hands up and release. So you feel a stretch, back of the arms, shoulders. And release. And take the arms up. And take the right arm out, palm forward, forearm up to the ceiling. Take hold of the fingers and just pull back. And release. And just pull back. Feel that stretch through that forearm. And release. More. Now, the other side, taking hold of the fingers and pull back and release. Make sure those shoulders are stabilised, you're sitting up tall, don't slouch. And release. And pull back. And release. Take those fingers up, claw them into a tight fist. And spread them wide. I'm doing some cross stitch for Nikki, so doing a lot of hand stretches. Taking up a hobby, well, it's an old hobby I'm revisiting. Enjoying it very much. Squeeze in, spread them wide, and squeeze in, spread them wide, and squeeze in, spread them wide. Go on, give them a wiggle. All those joints and knuckles moving. Oh, feels good. Shake those arms out. And now, sitting up tall, bring the soles of the feet together and increase that stretch with your elbows and just lean forward gently. So there you're stretching the adductor muscles. And we'll just do one more. So come back up to sitting, elbows onto knees, ease them wide as you lean forward gently. Again, no stretch should be uncomfortable, so if you're in pain or find it uncomfortable, only go to your limit, as far as your range will take you. Now slide the right leg away, the left leg up the right leg, toe up to the ceiling if you can, because that will help your hamstring stretch. Don't bring that foot so far up that you actually twist your pelvis out of neutral. Take the leg down, and then imagine the beach ball underneath your tummy as you roll over the top. If you can hold your foot or even get a scarf, that would help you to pull that foot into a stretch, or that hamstring into a stretch. You also feel it in your calf as well if you tighten your calf. And release. Now, take the left leg over the right leg and just pull it around. So you feel a stretch down here. You're pushing and pulling it over. Now, if you want to take this up a level, you can lift the leg and pull it round. Okay, so feel that stretch into there. But again, sit up tall. Don't slouch into this. Need you up tall, those shoulders stabilised. And bring the leg back and down, so both feet away. Draw the right foot up the left leg. Imagine the beach ball underneath your tummy and roll over the top again. Scarf will help you to increase that stretch. Feel that into the calf and hamstring. And breathe. And then come up to sitting. Put the right leg over the left and just push it away, push and pull away. So you get that stretch down here. Again, sitting up tall. Shoulders stabilised and back. And then if you want to challenge, pick the leg up and pull it round. You push it a little bit off centre, not straight. If you can push it a little bit off centre, just get that stretch a little bit more into that glute muscle. And release. Take both legs long. Again, feet in flexion does help stretch those hamstrings and calves. Take the arms out to the side, lengthen through the crown of the head. Breathe in. As you breathe out, rotating the waist towards the right. 1, 2. Breathe in, come back to centre. And breathe out to rotate. Wrap those ribs around. 1, 2. Breathe in, come back to centre. And breathe out to rotate. Wrap those ribs around. 1, 2. Breathe in, come back to centre. And breathe out to rotate. 1, 2. Breathe in, come back to centre. And breathe out to rotate. Wrap those ribs around. And rotate. And back to centre. Now we're going to do the side stretch. So if you can't sit into the mermaid position with the legs on one side, sort of you're uncomfortable or your buttocks lifting away from the floor, then can just sit comfortably and you can do the side stretches over, so cross leg or even legs long to get that side bend. But if you can sit in the mermaid position, so legs to the right, hands down by your side, breathe in, take the right arm up, go down onto that left elbow, side stretch over, and then push up with that left arm and take the arm right over that stretch. And come up, take that right arm up, the left arm goes down, and side stretch over, and push up, and take the hand down as that arm goes over, lovely stretch down that left side, and up, and take the arm over, elbow goes down if you can, don't force it if you can't, and push up, and side stretch over. I think that's 3, I'm going to do another one, that's been 4. I do enjoy this one, and push up, and over. Now you might find one side is easier than the other, so just try with the legs to the left. Okay. Take the arms down by your side and take the left arm up, side stretch over onto that right elbow, and then push up with that right hand and take the arms over. And come back, taking the left arm up as the right arm goes down, side stretch over, keep sitting up tall with buttocks down. And take the arm up, down, push up that right arm, side stretch over. Oh, I'm going to do one more because it's a lovely stretch. And push up and over and release. Now, taking the legs wide, so I'm going to turn to the side. Okay, so taking the legs as wide as you can and as comfortable. If you're practicing for the splits, this is a really good exercise to do. So sitting up tall. Claire, are you practicing? And just turn to your right, look at the knee as you go down. Keeping that buttock on the floor, so don't let your left buttock lift off the floor. And come up to sitting. And back to centre, and then look to the left knee as you go forward. Again, don't let this buttock lift off the floor, keep it down as you stretch down, then come up, and now just go forward. Trying to keep your pelvis as much in neutral as possible. And then come up. So turn to the right, looking at the right knee, go forward, keeping that left buttock down, come up to sitting, and turn to the centre, turn to the left, look to that left knee, you go forward, and back to centre, and then down, again keeping that pelvis in neutral. That stretch down your lower back, and then coming up to sitting. Now if you can, bring your legs forward and just go over as comfortably as you can. Watching you. And coming up to sitting. Now, we're going to go onto our knees, but I want you to go with your knees or heels directly underneath you. So I don't want your legs out to the side so that your bottom's actually on the floor. You're actually sitting on your legs. So if that's uncomfortable, you can get, the cushion to help you if you can't go all the way down. But if you can, going to go all the way down, and then using your abdominal muscles and your quads, you're going to come up to kneeling, and then you're going to very slowly lower your bottom back on to those heels or as far down as you can, and then come up using those abs and those quads to slowly come up. It's all right, we won't do many of these, and then lower down slowly, so you feel that stretch through your quads. It's also good for your ankles as well, ankles and feet, so you get those ankles stretched, front of the ankles stretched, and slowly coming up, and then gently, slowly, keeping that neutral as you lower down. And last one, slowly rise up onto those knees and gently coming back down. Okay, so we're nearly done. And the last exercise I want to leave you with is you'll need your scarf or your towel. I was always taught it was very rude to turn my back on people, but I'm afraid for this one, pardon me, I'm going to have to turn my back onto you. So, just a minute, my screen's gone blank. There you go. Okay, so you want to take the end of the towel into your right hand and take it over your back, and with your left hand towards your back just hold the towel, and then you can slowly and gently, keeping sitting up tall, come further down your towel. So until you're comfortable, if you can drop, I did this yesterday, you can drop, so the back of the hand is facing, you can drop the towel and feel that stretch through the back, holding your fingers. Of course, whatever we do on one side, we have to do on the other. So take the left hand behind, the palm of your hand faces into you, the palm of your hand faces away, and then slowly, so you can practice this at any time, slowly creep up that towel, and if you can, let go of the towel and hold with your fingers. So there's one to definitely practice. You can hopefully hold your fingers behind your back. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed a different stretch class today, and I will see you later on in the week. Do take care. Bye.